This is my vlog for Amy's Unit 1 and 2 work, and this is about interview techniques. I'm going to start off with the basic concept of interview techniques, and it's really down to you need to make sure that the person in the interview feels welcomed and that they can trust you with the information that they're providing you, because if an interview goes wrong, there will be consequences. You won't get the information that you need. This person can file something against you, maybe a lawsuit from what you've said or what you've done, or like if you've stepped over the boundaries of what you can ask them. There is loads of successful tips for an interview. I'll give you some in a second. An interview has to go well. If you want to have your information be reliable and resourceful, you need it to go well. Let the person trust you and sort of confide in you and speak to you as if you were, whether it be formal or informal, but typically they're more informal interviews, just because people can sort of, it comes out much easier, unless you're a politician, in which case it's better to be formal. And if it doesn't go well, you won't get the same results. They won't be as reliable, and it's just not as good. Then they do have every opportunity to just up and leave throughout the interview. If you're rude or you overstep or you delve too deep into their personal lives, then it will not go well and they can leave. I'm going to give you a few main tips for a successful interview. The first one being research. You must research this person, what it is that you're interviewing them about, whether it be a film or a TV show, and you're interviewing one of the actors. You make sure that you research into it so you know what you're asking and you're confident about it. The next bit is a good appearance. You can't show up in some tacky clothes. You've got to show up and you've got to look like you mean something. You look like you're there to get answers, and that's what you're after. You've got to consider their appearance as well, and whoever else is there. This could make sure so that you don't offend them in any sort of way, whether it be religious or cultural. It's important to consider their appearance. You've got to focus on what they're saying. Try not to break eye contact. Make sure that they know that you're listening to what they're saying, otherwise they'll think of you as a bit rude and they won't want to give you your answers. Smile. You've got to make sure that they feel welcomed. You've got to make sure that they feel like they should be there and they want to be there speaking to you and answering the questions. Another important key is to make notes as they're going through the interview. This also shows that you're interested. They can see that you're intrigued by them. They can see that you actually really do want to get this information off them, and that you are keeping it and noting it down. But one of the most important parts of the interview is to ask questions constantly. But it's better to start with more common questions. So even something as simple as, "Oh, how has your day been? How was your ride over here? What have you been up to today in this week?" And then that really does go a long way, because they start to trust you a bit more. And the most important part, end positively. If you don't end positively, you're not gonna feel like it was a successful interview, and they're not gonna feel like it's a successful interview, and it will overwhelm and just won't be where it's supposed to be.